Welcome back to FaeryTale FriYay. It's time to get into our fairy blessing oracle cards. We're going to see what's going on, and if you guys have been following me for our root to the roof acceleration of the Kundalini rising energy, well, what better day to end it than Friday, right? So we are on the violet. We've got dragon fruit here. You see this white and black seeds here. It's like kiwi on the inside, and it is similar to one of the crystals is howlite, which is white and black. Also, quartz crystals are really good to use as well, so I have a ton of those available, but I definitely need to get some howlite in my life. Check out this cool one as well, which has actually got a carving in it of the Divine Mother. It's an Indian crystal, if you will, but it is super cool if you could see the intricacies of it. In any case, I have my goddess special crystal, if you will, on amulet. This has rhodonite, also has amethyst at the top, and in the center this actually glows in the dark and has an image of a goddess in it. So I am all in my dragon goddess fairy energy, and we are set to go. How about you? All right, guys, now if you were drawn here, it's not by accident. There is a message here for you, so definitely hit the like button if anything resonates. Thank you for messaging below and letting me know how the messages may be resonating as well. If you need a personal reading, all that's in the description box. You may definitely be putting up your boundaries at this time, especially if you are in the midst of having a lot of success. You may be fighting them off, is what I heard. A lot of people may be vying for your attention at this time, maybe wanting to get on your bandwagon, if you will. 7 and 6 come to 13, which comes to a 4. So definitely somebody may be wanting to wife or husband you up, especially, yeah, if they see you having all that success. Again, you may be fighting off suitors. Here we are again with that Queen of Wands energy. A lot of people that may be very good looking as well, you know, hard to resist kind of energy because, but you're definitely doing your homework because you don't want to end up having failure after success, right? So maybe you've learned a lot of lessons, and you may be single at this time is the energy I'm kind of getting as well. We will also get some messages of advice from our Forest Fae message cards and get one question ready at the end. I will flip my divination coin and we will get an answer for you. So let's get into this, shall we? Blessings to the fairy, angels, ancestors, way showers, guides of the highest white light, for setting this circle of wisdom and protection for us all. Evil eye back to sender. And let us get into our reading, shall we? All right, guys, how is your Friday going? I just saw 333 on the timer. What does this say? A blessing of honesty. Interesting. And a blessing of the sight. So you may definitely be seeing something. Maybe hard to believe is what I was hearing, but you are seeing the truth of things around you. You're really starting to understand and see things at a deeper level is what I'm hearing, like the truth of people and things of that nature. A blessing of Ain. I see this energy of, you know, you really being honored, you know, honoring yourself, being proud of yourself for all perhaps you have attained at this point. If you're like me, you know, like I'm a single woman, I've got my own home and things of that nature. And, you know, to be able to say you've done something by yourself, you know, that you've helped your dreams to come to fruition, and that you have even bigger dreams, even perhaps that you are, you know, aspiring to. You know that you're meant for so much more. 444 coming out on the timer. Too many cards. One card, please. Show me what I need to know. All right. A blessing of Brigid's Flame. Brigid's Flame, you know, another deck I have with Brigid talks about not backing down. You know what I mean? Standing your ground is also what the Seven of Wands can indicate, that we saw in the beginning with your Six of Wands. You're not backing down. You are keeping that hearth fire going, that flame going. This is sacral chakra energy. The orange and yellow solar plexus that we could be talking about here today. Keeping those fires going, you know, stoking them, continuing to, you know, whatever it is that you're growing and building that you want to see this success with. It's like standing your ground and continuing to put in the work and the effort. A blessing of power on the bottom. Beautiful. So you've definitely got the ancestors and, you know, your guides, your higher self, all of that working for you in the background, helping to empower you and all that you've been growing. That's why you've been having so much success. And we have a dragon coming out. So fitting for our dragon fruit. Yes. A blessing of being understood. Yes. People are understanding who you truly are and what you're all about. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're not backing down. You're being who you are. And you're allowing people to see you as you are. Unapologetically is what I'm hearing. And maybe some people are not so keen on that. But at the same time, it is what it is. If you are in this place or stepping into this place of power, people are understanding and seeing that very clearly, because you're not allowing that fire within you to die. You're not backing down. You know what I mean? So we've got an energy of the number 34 coming through, powered by spirit. Absolutely. Let's see what 34 has to say for us. How many of you feel like you're in this energy today or stepping into it, really having those successes and moving in the right direction? The fairy gift of light and dark spaces to bring spring to the fairies, to the heart's winter. So maybe you've been in the winter. You see how cold and gray and dark it is behind her, right? And being in this time by yourself, if you've spent time by yourself, not just over perhaps Christmas and the holidays and things like that, but you've been in this, you know, time for a while where you have been perhaps working on yourself, you know, work and paying more attention to that inner aspect of yourself, you know, so that you can emerge like that phoenix, like those colors, you know, that you see within her. She chooses to bring you her gift now, a fairy blessing of light to light the darkness and bring warmth to you once again. Her heart is a flame, her eyes like two green lakes, and her hair a field of gold. She is the goddess Brigid, she who unites us, she who she who protects us, she who inspires us, has claimed you. And under her watch and protection, Brigid is a fairy goddess of flame, flame from the cleanest, most primal source. Her name means bright arrow. And when we talk about this flame, this is that, you know, that fire that burns away everything that no longer is going to assist us when we come out of these dark places, when we, you know, when we've come face to face with ourselves and we come to terms with our past, with all of our feelings around all of that, 9/11, and to really come to a place of peacefulness and stability within ourselves, right? And we're ready to emerge from this place. And this fiery ignition is key to the birthing of ideas and ideals. And thus, in this way, she brings her fire to your blessing and ensures you will be warmed, that sacred hospitality will reign, that all will be welcomed, that solar light will burn brightly for you. Brigid's fairy light is a brightness that brings warmth, new life, even the rebirth of our souls to us all. Are you in this place ready to look in the mirror, as I saw with the 1001, and allow that fire to be stoked and reignited once again, and to not give up on your soul? Brigid is able, with her fairy flame, to burn away within us whatever is harming us, and she is able to illuminate our very best traits with it too. She will help you, who receives this blessing of her holy fires, move further into your own creative power in healthy, beneficial ways that help people contribute from their very best selves, right? They'll understand what your fire is all about. You've been through the fire, and you're helping others to burn away what no longer serves them any longer as well, because you've stepped into your power, that dragon power, right? Go ahead and go through this process if you haven't, and you can do it on your own to stoke your own fires within each one of your chakra centers and get rebalanced, right? And come out of the gates flaming, baby. All right, it's going to be too high. Call the police and the firemen. Too high. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. Too high. Tricks say my name, you know who I am. Too high. And my band about that money. Break it down. You know what I mean, right? You too hot, baby. Come on, step into that power. She oversees creative endeavors, poetry. So, wow, this is a long one. So take words that are spoken. Sorry. So the words that are spoken will touch our soul. She is a smith, meaning, you know, a firesmith, if you will, kind of like a masonist, masonry and that kind of thing, you know what I mean? So she helps us to create alchemy, the bringing together of differences in order to create something greater, something united. Yes, that's what you're working for, aren't you, my dears? I am as well, trust me. And she is transcendent of labels. Call her what you will: goddess, saint, pagan, fairy, woman. She will bring wealth and healing and great good to all who receive this blessing. I receive, for sure. I've got her on my mantle. I say a special prayer to her every time I light a candle to her, actually. How fitting for her to come out. I love you, Brigid. All right, so where her sacred flame is, peace is found, inspiration is birthed, goodness abounds, abundance flows, creativity is celebrated, and a sense of united abundance flows. Abundant purpose completes us and brings us home. Yes, that Four of Wands energy I was talking about, right? Bringing that success home and feeling that flame within us of, you know, pride and happiness within ourselves for not giving up, and now being able to celebrate within our own homes that happiness, right? How wonderful is that? Brightening up that home once again. This is going to feel like spring for you, probably, you know, after those winters, after not having as much and having to do with very little or make little do. I've had to do that in the past. I totally get it at 14. I remember getting packs of hamburger meat and packs of chicken legs or thighs, and would make meals last for the whole week, and there was a certain amount of money I could spend. I mean, how many of you out there can relate to that? All right, she is the fairy goddess, and she has walked forward with a candle lit from the flame within her heart, and her fire shall unite and delight you. Who receives its gifts this day? Blessings, human child, and may Brigid the swan, the nurturer, the sword maiden, yes, and the mother, the fairy goddess of the old lands be with you. Wow, to light your way, to light your soul, to reignite you. That is so beautiful. Are you kidding me? At the end of our, root to the roof, right? Stepping into that power and people understanding you, how powerful you are, right? Very few people are going to be testing you, especially the ones that can see that dragon behind you, right? They're going to know exactly who you are as soon as you walk into the room or they tap into your energy. Yeah, absolutely. They know you are on the rise, my dear. 10 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands. You're moving in the right direction, looking, feeling, smelling like $1,000,000. That's what I'm talking about. That's what that 1551, when you are reflecting that God power, no matter how vulnerable you are, you know that you are actually more powerful because you are protected by the Most High, right? You don't have to worry about having bodyguards, if you will, when you've got the Most High on your side, right? When you've walked away from these cycles, when you've understood them for what they were, you've left all this pain behind. Yes, it made you feel vulnerable, but you still got back out there into the world, and you are commended for it, all right? Let's look into this energy and see what's going on for you. So I'm picking up an energy of nostalgia. So you could be definitely with this energy of the Brigid and Hearthfire. Maybe the difficulty could be, in the people of the past and what they may think about you and that kind of thing. Those kind of people, it may hold some weight with you still, is what I'm hearing. And of course, that's hard for it not to, because you care about those people, right? But the wheel is spinning in your favor, my dear, and I think you are definitely feeling like you are going in a good direction at this time, that things 1717 are working out more for your benefit, more for your favor. If not, it definitely is going to start. Yeah, this is definitely potentially causing some conflicts with others around you. This could be crossing you at this time. Um, Things may be going more in your favor, or at least better for you than they are for the people around you. And, even if you're not a millionaire, people are still perhaps jealous because they see that you have more than they do. Yeah, well, you've had to come through a lot, for sure. And that's what you're using to move you forward into this good energy, right? Learning from your lessons. And that's what these people perhaps are still learning a lot of lessons, and they don't understand that the reason that you may be getting things working more in your favor or more blessings, quote unquote, is because you are learning, you're going in a different direction, and that typically will not set well with people who are still going in a more negative direction. In the past, you were one of these people with the star in reverse, you were unhealed yourself, and so you understand what these people are going through, the conflicts that they're having perhaps within themselves and even outwardly with you. As a result, you can even perhaps think about times when you were at conflict because you're like, why am I not further ahead and doing well like I see other people around me? But you did realize that you were imbalanced. And maybe, at this time, you've been doing a lot to help heal yourself, because you know that this is definitely not good energy to have around you. Imbalanced, unhealed, and, people potentially having to worry about people stabbing you in the back, not being able to close your eyes in your own house kind of energy. So that's no bueno, right? And that's exactly what that feels like. like you're sleeping with the enemy type of situation, and maybe you do have kids with this person, but it definitely doesn't feel like it's a very happy situation. And maybe that's why it's been a hard road for you to keep those fires burning within you, you know, the flame of the eternal um, you know, God energy, because I feel like you're someone who's tapped in, if you will. But if you're with the wrong people who keep you in this unhealed state, right, it can be very hard to break free from that kind of energy. And you really have perhaps had to work really hard to distance yourself even from this, you know, person or people, because even your kids, if you know, your kids could be taking after the traits of the other person, if you will, as well. And so that's difficult to deal with too. All right. But you know that there's no working things out perhaps with this person, that you don't have any plans to move forward. Regardless if you have kids or not with this person, it's like things are just not working out. You're not happy. And definitely this person feels very toxic with the devil coming up in their energy. And this could be exactly why you're breaking free from the, you know, this person. If they've stabbed you in the back multiple times, you've got 10 of swords, a lot of tens on the table. All right. 10 of swords, 10 of cups in reverse. You know, it's like you've learned your lessons and you're over being unhappy with this situation. You don't want to be in this unhealed state any longer, chained and bound. You may resonate with the last few days' messages. So check out the Love Tea Thursday message, and also the Witchy Wednesday message, perhaps even too. Hopes, wishes, and fears that, you know, you're not going to keep getting handed something that you don't want. You don't want these people approaching you that you can't really build with, that don't, you know, really cause your heart to feel that strong connection, you know, outside of the physical connection. We want it all kind of energy is what this is talking about. You know, it's like, don't give me that half-filled bullshit. You know, this isn't even half-filled with a 4. You know what I mean? It's almost like somebody giving you a half-hearted effort. And 3 of Pentacles energy, it's like, you know, I do feel like that this person is going to want to try to work things out with you. And if nothing else, you know, to do, if you're going to break it off, I feel like this person wants you to do so in the quietest way possible. I feel like this person is more concerned about their image, if you will. I feel like you are definitely stepping into your power with this magician energy coming up here by reconnecting with yourself. You know, even though you may have a lot of conflict going on around you, things are starting to work out in your favor, and the wheel is spinning in the right direction. And it is canceling out with that 10 here with the Wheel of Fortune. It's canceling out all of that, you know, being stabbed in the back. You're no longer allowing that. You know, energetically in your mind, it's like you block this person out, if you will, and they can no longer even affect your heart with that 10 of Cups in reverse, right? So you are protecting your heart and your mind right now, and this person may be very frustrated because they're not able to get at you the way that they would like to. And Hierophant energy at the center of it all. Definitely you may be struggling with, you know, do I stay or do I go? But I feel overall you're definitely ready for the conflict to be over. Hit the like button if you resonated with any of this. Let me know below in the comments what's going on with you. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any readings. What's coming out for our Forest Fae friends? What do you have to say for advice moving forward? All right, advice, please. Beautiful Brigid energy coming out on this last day of the root to the roof, raising and ascending that energy. Guys, it's time to step into our power. To the greenwood, seek comfort and acceptance. Be kind to yourself. So it's definitely time to acknowledge who you are, right? Be honest and loving towards yourself, regardless of what direction you feel you need to go. Be easy on yourself, because, you know, it's not easy to stay any more than it is to leave a difficult situation that you really put your eggs all in one basket for, perhaps. Mandrake spirit, keep yourself rooted in the earth. Spring is coming. Dream deep. So it is time, because with that 10 energy, with the major arcana and the Wheel of Fortune, you have a lot of great things coming towards you to help cancel out all of this. But I do feel like somebody is perhaps trying to negotiate behind the scenes. Maybe this person is trying to get you to negotiate on a deal that, you know what I mean? They're trying to settle out of court. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Settle out of court. So they want to keep this hush hush. They want to keep this quiet, whatever this situation is. Absolutely. Let me know what's going on with you. And let's get an answer for your question in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, the answer I'm getting for today is a big yes. Yes, baby, yeah. I love it for you guys. You are amazing. You guys know exactly what you need to do. You are in your power. Don't allow anything to hold you back. Don't back down, is what this card says in my Goddess Oracle cards. And this is a time for you to stand your ground and not back down from what you know is right and best for you, and perhaps even your family, right? All right, guys, blessings to each and every one of you. Love you so very much. Mwah. And I will see you tomorrow for Saturday Night Empress Live, baby, from an undisclosed location. You won't want to miss it. Bye for now.